Hi peeps, we are back. We are talking Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, Season 4, Episode 20. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. So this episode starts out with Kevin and Tiffany. So we know that Kayla has secretly sent over this video to Tiffany showing that she is at Kevin's house, telling Tiffany to stay away from my man, and, showing a video of Kevin in the shower. So Tiffany is absolutely aware that Kevin is still messing around with Kayla. Not that she didn't actually kind of think it was happening anyway. So Tiffany has decided to ghost Kevin. Well, honey, listen, Tiny Tim doesn't know what to do with himself. He has no idea why all of a sudden she's not returning any of his calls or text messages. So he goes over to one of his friends' house and he tells them, man, it's been a couple days since I heard from Tiffany. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. As if he is an innocent dude. Boy, are you kidding me? We saw Tiffany over at your house. The next day we saw Kayla. Then Tiffany came back. And then we saw Kayla the same day. Boy, I just hope that you're using condoms. This is kind of disgusting. Anyway, he's over his friend's house and he decides to call the jail to find out if she's locked up. No, she's not locked up. She's just tired of dealing with you. You are being ghosted because you are a fuckboy. Okay, I'm just going to say it like that, Tiny Tim. I have had enough of you. So then this dude ends up meeting with this girl named Kayla, who is a friend of Tiffany's. Kayla says, well, where were you at after you dropped Tiffany off at work the other day? Oh, I went home. She said, well, who was home with you? Oh, nobody. He's sitting back trying to act as if he is this innocent, loyal, faithful man. Then she tells him, well, Tiffany got that video you sent her. What video? What video? Kayla was smart enough to delete the video. After she describes the situation, this dude is still sitting there trying to act as if he has done nothing wrong. He doesn't know what she's talking about. Oh, I'm looking at my phone. There's no video. Don't be dumb. You're bothering me. Okay? You're always bothering me, Tiny Tim. Always. So then one of the production team members asked him, is it possible that Kayla sent the video and deleted it? Oh, maybe. I am already tired of him. He's really pissing me off. The first thing that's pissing me off about him is that he's always calling Kayla and Tiffany hoes and bitches and stupid. It's all the time. And it's just ridiculous. Kayla tells him that Tiffany has moved on. With who? With who? He brings up Curtis. He knocked his puss ass out. That's how he says it. Anyway, I said, I am positive that she is not with Curtis. She's with whoever that guy was that we saw picking her up that last time, which I don't have a clue who that is. But listen, you are almost as tall as a Keebler elf. You have got to stop trying to fight people. What you need to do is go somewhere and sit down, okay? Try to see if you can figure out how to be a faithful person. You are really the problem. Tiffany and Kayla deserve better than you. They both need to move on, get past it. Bye, Kevin. In Love After Lockup people, we don't want to see Kevin again. We don't. Let this be his last season. He pisses me off. You are sitting here trying to act as if you are the victim all of a sudden. You want Tiffany back, but you also want Kayla. You are acting as if you have not done anything wrong throughout this relationship. Moving on. Puppy and Amber. Okay, so at the beginning, we see Amber getting a call from Puppy. Puppy doesn't sound like herself. She's not really doing well, and she asked Amber to come over. And at first I was thinking, no, after the big blow up from the barbecue, they really do need some time and distance. And I was thinking if I was Amber, I wouldn't go over there at all. I would just let her and Eric handle their own situation. but she decides to go over anyway. And when she gets over there, unfortunately, we find out that Puppy ended up having a miscarriage. She was devastated, so much so she had rubbed off half her eyebrow, and I really felt for her. She looked really devastated. You could tell that her heart was broken, that she is confused. I'm really hoping that the Love After Lockup people got her some medical help, just to check her out and make sure she's okay physically and mentally. Amber was there for her, but I don't think that Amber really got to the heart of the things that's going on in Puppy's life and the fact that Puppy really needs some help. She has been making bad decision after bad decision, jumping in and out of just the wrong relationships, and it's time for her to get off this crazy roller coaster. At one point, Puppy said in the last episode that Amber doesn't ride for her, and Amber was the first person she called. And I think that their friendship could be a really good friendship, but right now they are both toxic to each other. And I did think that it was pretty bad that she said Eric was with her and then he dropped her off at home and he left. And I thought, this is crazy. You know what I mean? My opinion is Eric is probably relieved that he's not having a new baby. And I think it's because, he's already got children with his wife and he doesn't really want to be divorced from his wife. It's very telling that after she has this miscarriage, this dude is nowhere to be found. And I think that she needs to be gone when he gets home. She should be at home with her mom and thinking of a plan to rebuild her life. I am wishing nothing but the best for Puppy. Now, when Amber goes back, she ends up going to TC's house and they're talking. She tells him that at one point, Puppy was considering having an abortion, and they talked a little bit about their relationship, and he was telling her that he doesn't want to have kids, and he was telling her something about getting on birth control, and he has an opinion about Puppy getting an abortion. My thought is you don't have any business speaking on women's reproductive rights. I was team TC. I thought he's a really nice guy, but you don't have the right to weigh in on this woman's paternity issues. You said you didn't want to be bothered with Puppy and Eric, but you were quick to jump in about her abortion, which is not your business. So I'm not here for TC. And he did mention that he is almost 40. And listen, looking at him, I really thought that 40 had already whooped his ass. I am serious. TC, you have really crossed the line with me. Keep your women's rights discussion to your damn self. You don't have any business speaking on when or how or if a woman has a baby. Okay? And instead of you telling Amber that she needs to be on birth control, how about you wear a condom? Mind your damn business. And we see Destiny. Oh, I'm sick of this woman. Okay? She starts out by saying that she has decided to leave Sean alone and she's going to focus more on her baby while she's vaping. Then she goes ahead and admits that she has 5 kids, which we already knew about that, but she hadn't announced it on the show. So I think this is the first time on the show that she admitted that she has children. So she has 5 kids and she is on her 6th child, and none of her children are in her custody. And she says that she sees them when she gets the chance, which is when, because you're always in jail. And then she makes this comment that she had a lot more things for her baby, but they're all at Jason's and he won't give it back to her. And I'm thinking, well, he probably won't give you the stuff because he knows that he's going to end up raising this baby as a single father because of your track record. This is just my opinion, and you guys can beat me up in the comments if you want, but to me, for Destiny to continue to have children that she doesn't take care of just seems to be selfish to me. Stop having children. Use protection if you are not going to be there to care for them. As far as I'm concerned, Destiny's priorities are all jacked up. Instead of you trying to get money out of Sean, you should be somewhere trying to figure out if you can get child support from your husband, figure out if you're actually going to settle down, stay the hell out of jail, and be a mom. This is ridiculous. Your kids are all over the place, and you are not being a proper mom. Listen, Love After Lockup people, stop bringing her on here because she has no need to be here at all. She then picks up the phone to call Sean to ask for money again. But get the hell out of here. You are not getting a dime. Sean hangs up on her, and then later we see him on the phone talking to Kelly, and he tells Kelly that Destiny is calling him asking for money. Sean, you should be talking to your wife about this, not Kelly. Tell your wife that Destiny is calling you and asking for money, and quickly change your damn phone number and move on. You are a married man now. You don't owe Destiny shit, okay? Stop talking to Destiny. Don't talk to Kelly about it. Talk to your wife about it. When he's on the phone talking to Kelly, he asks Kelly about Gracie. Now listen, it's fine to talk to Kelly about Gracie, but at the same time, Gracie is over the age of 18 now. Call your daughter up yourself and find out how she's doing. You know, it took all of this for him to finally realize that he is a deadbeat father. He tells Kelly that he is so sorry. He wants to get his connection back together with his kids. And that is the problem. You should never have to reconnect with your children. You should have always been there for them. Now you live out of town. You have a stepdaughter, a new daughter on the way, and a wife. They are younger, you know, the younger kids anyway, and they're concerned. He tells her that he would like to have Gracie come out so he can spend some time with her and let her know that she'll always be his little girl. And he'd also like to fly out there to see the other kids. And I hope that he does. Sean, your children deserve better than this. You can do better than this. Sean then goes home. We see him and Sarah in bed. He never mentions to her at all about Destiny calling him and begging for money, which I think he should have told her. And, you know, Sarah, the lady with no job, instructs Sean that he can't have any money. Sean asked her if he could have money to take his employees out for lunch, and she said absolutely not. And he informs us that he turns over his entire paycheck to her, and she's in charge of the money. Now listen, Sean is impulsive. Sean lies a lot. And Sean doesn't mind dipping into the 401k. And he already made the comment that he's thinking about paying Destiny off just so she will leave him alone, which is dumb as hell. So maybe she has a good reason to hold on to the money. But I'm going to tell you like this, ma'am, you've been in jail for a long, long time. You are the felon and you don't have a job. There is no way she would be controlling all the money if I was Sean. But I see both sides. Sean does act very irresponsible. And I hope while she's controlling the money, she's also sending Kelly some child support. Also, I would like to say, do you remember when Sean first was introduced to Destiny and Destiny's mama? Destiny's mom acted a fool when she found out that Sean had 6 kids. Ma'am, the audacity is crazy when your daughter has 5 and she doesn't raise them. I'm just saying, I'm sick of them. And Love After Lockup people, please don't bring Destiny back. She has no storyline and we don't give a damn. Okay, moving on. Chaz and Brandon.
I beg you, please stop. I beg you, please stop.
Please stop. I beg of you. So, Chaz is still in Portland. After that last argument out in the parking lot when she told him to F off and leave her alone, I have no idea why Chaz is still in Portland and not back in Kentucky printing out the template for this annulment. So you know what I mean? This is ridiculous. Chaz says that he wants to get to the bottom of this. He wants to know what's going on. Chaz, you already know what's going on and you're going to stop playing with us. You already know what's happening. So Brandon is at Tara's house with Jessica, and I have never been a fan of this Tara lady. As a matter of fact, she looks like a real high witch. You know what I mean? And by high, I mean lit up. Okay. Chaz goes on to Brandon's site and starts reading some of her reviews. So it's very clear that his wife is out here selling that cat. But she's not alone. She's got a partner. And it turns out that the witch is her partner, Tara. I said, oh, I think she's more like a pimp or a madam or something. Anyway, Chaz reads some of these reviews, and Brandon and Tara are getting really good reviews out here in the professional world. But they're all over at Tara's house, which I don't, that's her kitchen, and it's quite disgusted. Bronwyn is showing off her construction skills working on this woman's kitchen, and it looks worse now than it did when she started, but I don't know, maybe they should call Chance. Anyway, listen, she's over there at the house. They're talking mad shit about Chaz. Chaz is a snake, and Brandon is talking about him talking to Tani as if Chaz is out here slinging that thing around town and cheating on her. No, honey, you are the one that is spreading it low and wide around town with your partner, Tara. Are you kidding me? And she's over there talking about Yola. Tara says, oh, he's so good looking. What? What? Anyway, Lord, these people, I just can't. Brandon says that she's not, selling herself. But if she was, as her husband, shouldn't he still love her? Girl. Listen, looking at Brandon and her friends and this Yola person, the only thing that came to my mind is I hope that the camera crew have Narcan in their truck, because this group is high as hell in my opinion, and this is not cute. Yeah, no, Rolla, sir, what happens? He just looks like he has led a real hard life. Brandon was so excited to see this dude. She was smiling. She was looking him in the eye longingly. We found out that she had to do 2 years in jail because this dude ran from her PO and it was some sort of violation, so she had to go to jail. We found out that he has left her multiple times, but this is what she wants. Now, I realize that Chaz is a little bit older than her, but Chaz really loves her, and he really wanted to take her away from all of this and take her to his nice house in Kentucky and try to let her live a happy, peaceful life without seeing drugs and jail. But it seems that this is her thing. This is her people. This is how she lives. The whole time watching her and Yola together, it was really hard to watch. Between the both of them, they couldn't string one sentence together. The whole time he was talking to Brandon, I said, is he speaking English? I just kept staring at the TV thinking, buddy, what is happening right now? Am I high? And I don't do the drugs. I mean, it was just a bit much for me. They make a perfect couple because both of them seem to be challenged. That's the nicest word I can come up with. I mean, Brandon looked a little high, but she always does. But I thought, what is going on with your hair? Is your hair high? I mean, I don't know. Sitting around watching Brandon and her friends trash talk Chaz while Brandon is out here selling the box. I mean, it's just too much. Then you see Chaz setting up his own fake profile so he can request some time with her to do like his own little sting operation. Then you find out that he's sitting there longing for his wife, talking about he wants to make things work. He wants to get back to the old Brandon, and he is sending her all of these text messages. I said, Chaz, You should be packing your stuff to head back to Kentucky. You know, even that woman, Tara, said that Chaz needs to get a hobby. Don't you know that he's in a heavy metal band? Leave this man alone. Chaz, listen, these people are from the streets and you are not ready for it. Go on home, buddy. You know what? I have been saying this for a long time. Brandon is an example. When you get out of jail and you have been living this kind of life, it is never a good idea to go back to your old friends. They're going to bring you down. You're going to go back into that circle, and it's only a matter of time before you end up in jail or end up dying from an overdose or something. You know, Chaz went out on Instagram and he posted a dumpster fire, and it said, "I would like to wish my wife, her new circus clown, and her trash heap of friends many happy minutes of freedom outside of prison." Then he went to his Facebook and he said the same message, but then under that he said, "Yo, don't know how many months I've been waiting to post this." Listen, Chaz is pissed. Buddy, I understand. Please, you still called her your wife, so that is telling me that you have not divorced her. Please get a divorce, Chaz, and move on with your life. And please don't marry wife number 6 until you know this woman and you are sure that you're both on the same page and she is not about to run out and treat you like shit. I'm sick of this, Chaz. Brittany and Ray. Now, I know that I've said this multiple times, but love after lockup, people, we don't need any more Brittany and Ray. Let this be the last season. So it's 2 weeks into the wedding. And listen, Brittany is going to see an attorney. She wants to find out more information regarding this prenup. And as I said before, I don't think it was a bad idea for Brittany to get a prenup. She should protect her family's assets. So Brittany finds out that in their state of Texas, what they have before marriage is completely separated. So if they get a divorce, anything that they had separate from the marriage will absolutely still be hers. She also found out that she will never be responsible for Ray's restitution. Ray's restitution is Ray's restitution. She does not have to pay it. It's a premarital debt, and they will not come after her for it. Also, she found out that her family's assets are separate from the marriage as well. So Ray does not have access to her family's assets. However, it's nothing wrong with getting this in writing. The attorney also asked Brittany, does she know if Ray has any assets hidden away? And she said she didn't know, but she would ask him when she got home. So she goes home and she asked him on national television. Of course, you know, he said no. I said, Brittany, how dumb do you think this dude is? Is he going to say, oh, yes, I've got all of those offshore accounts, and I also have a house in the Caymans and a, bed and breakfast in Vermont. Like, he's not going to run you all of the stuff that he could possibly have from his ill-gotten gains on national TV when he's right in the middle trying to pay this damn restitution. Anyway, she has made the decision that she has decided not to get the prenup. Personally, the lawyer told her that she would be fine. She will be covered due to the laws in Texas. However, the way I feel, I would still get that prenup just to make sure that we have something in writing on paper. It's clear cut. You are not getting shit. That's all I'm saying. But again, we're tired of Brittany and Ray and moving on. Deontay and Lindsay. Now, honey, listen. They are still sitting out here in Tupelo or Corinth, wherever they are. It's Mississippi, where Deontay should absolutely not be acting a fool. They are sitting out here having this argument, this disagreement. She storms off. He comes over to her and asks her to just tell him the truth. Is she breaking up with him and causing all of this disturbance because she wants to be with Blaine? And she says yes. Now, here's the thing. The way she was acting makes me think that her and Blaine have been getting it in this whole time. The other thing that ticks me off is that she knows that this man has just driven 12 and a half hours to get to her. And to act like this after you told him to come on, you could have told him all of this shit before he drove the 12 and a half hours. I find that to be disgusting of Lindsay. Then Deontay ends up calling Derek. Derek says, well, what the hell, dude? He says, so she left you for this crackhead with no teeth. Now listen, he might have been a former crackhead. I don't know. I don't know this man. I do know that he is, a little raggedy at the mouth. But what I do know is he's got his own business, his own money, and his own home. So you can't really knock this dude. Everybody has had a past. Leave him alone, Deontay. But at the same time, Deontay, you continue to get these women. You continue to go after these women who have been in prison, who have all treated you like shit. So that you have to blame yourself. Now, when Blaine gets there and he picks Lindsay up, instead of just getting in the truck and pulling off, he's going to walk up on Deontay. Now, I'm going to say you this, Blaine. You might have ended up a pure snag a tooth if Deontay wasn't calm and cool, because any other dude would have probably hit you with a two-piece real quick and you would have had to pick up all your teeth off the ground. You don't approach him like that. That was not cute. And then Lindsay coming and pushing Deontay and blaming Deontay. You keep your hands to yourself, because you didn't have any business putting your hands on that dude. Talking about you got warrants, you could have got arrested. Well, you should have had your little boo thing get in the damn truck. And you know what, Deontay, if you really wanted to get her back, instead of being out there fussing and fighting and picking your love letters up off the ground, all you had to do was call the non-emergency number while she was sitting out there waiting for a ride. Oh my God, I think I see a felon on the street. Her name is Lindsay whatever. She's got all these warrants for her arrest. I'm not saying it's the nice thing to do, but I'm just saying you did just drive 12 and a half hours to get to her. Come on. And then she did this bullshit. I'm just saying that dude is going to cry all the way home. And, Deontay, buddy, you got to do better. The thing is this, Deontay just wants to be loved, but he keeps making bad decisions. Right now, I know he has a new girlfriend and she seems to be online riding for him, telling Lindsay off and, just professing her love for him. She also seems to not be a prison chick. So I am wishing Deontay the very best. I'm just saying, dude, let Lindsay be your last inmate. Okay, I'm tired of you. I remember when your friends hooked you up with that nice girl and you took her out on that boat ride. I bet she wouldn't have had you out in the middle of Mississippi where you could have got your butt arrested. Do better. I'm tired of you, boy. Anyway, moving on. Taylor and Chance. Honey, listen, love after lockup people. Leave us the hell alone. So Chance tells the girls about Taylor being pregnant. Boy, listen, could you let her handle that? I just can't stand this man. I really can't. They end up going for an ultrasound and he is pressuring her about marrying him. The woman is scared shitless. It turns out, we found out that she had a miscarriage, but she talked a little more about it at this appointment, and she is scared. She is so frightened that she is going to lose this baby, and it would blow her world up. And I understand her being scared. She has every right to be frightened by this. Chance is busy talking about she doesn't care about his feelings, and neither do I. Okay, fuck your feelings. Anyway, this boy is so concerned about himself. He's not thinking about the fact that she already has 3 children. Her sister overdosed. You are straight out of jail creating all this damn debt. And now she's got a baby on the way. She's scared she's going to lose her child. And you are just on her back. You are a problem. The fact that he keeps pushing her marriage to him, it's giving real red flags for me. It's giving, I am trying to trap you. It's giving, I definitely want to move you all the way to St. Louis away from your family and friends, because I want to secure the fact that you're going to be living in my home and doing what I tell you to do. And I'm going to have you co-sign all these loans. And no, ma'am. No, ma'am. I was truly hoping that at some point she would snap out of this and realize Chance is not it. It is something very odd, very creepy and weird and predatory about this man. I don't know what the hell is going on. And after they had this ultrasound, I was happy that the lady told her that the baby looks healthy. Chance says they're having this major gender reveal party. I said, you know what? And what is this going on the credit cards? Are you taking out a loan for this major gender reveal? As soon as she walks out the room, he asked this woman for a paternity test. I said, now, wait a minute. Do you really think that this woman cheated on you? Or is this some Love After Lockup producer shit? Like, are you seriously going to ask this woman for a paternity test? You nasty buzzard. I mean, I have had it. Oh, gosh, this man is gross. Anyway, you guys, next episode is the season finale, thank God. But then I see the previews for this Love During Lockup, and that one girl is back again. And yikes. The mortician girl with the 500 felons. Anyway, get down in the comments and let me know what you guys think. And until next time, bye.